Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Fuego Reacts, and we are back with another reactions video. Now, yes, you see me in the same shirt from last reactions because I am trying to upload another reactions because, hey, if y'all really want me to watch the Mommy Milker, aka Tanjiro Daki, Tanjiro versus Daki fight, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. But this caught my attention as well. This is made by Yoriichi, and this is, I know it says 2 years ago, but hey, this is the story of Yoriichi, man who defeated MUZAN, Demon Slayer. Now this is something I want to see. Now I think this has to do something with the manga, so it's going to tell us the backstory and how the strongest Demon Slayer in the world, like ever, like evolved, later on in the future. The swordsman, the Hashira, defeated me. Like, this man started it all. Sun breathing, flame breathing, water breathing, thunder breathing, wind, like all the breathing styles. So we are going to see his backstory and how he became a Demon Slayer. So without further ado, yeah, let's get straight into it.
In today's video, we will be going through the story of Yoriichi Tsugikuni, the first breathing style user and the strongest Demon Slayer ever.
Facts.
Yoriichi and his twin brother, Michikatsu, were born into the Tsugikuni clan within the middle of the Sengoku period, a time when twins were considered to be an extremely bad omen. Yoriichi in particular was born with an odd birthmark on his forehead, which caused his father to declare that he would kill him. However, their mother flew into a rage and stopped him. It was eventually agreed upon that Yoriichi would be sent to a temple to become a monk when he turned 10 years old. Despite their father's belief that the mark was bad luck, it actually granted Yoriichi incredible physical prowess and the ability to see the bodies of living things in
the transparent world. Now this is exactly some kind of thing that we are going to see in the trilogy, the 3 movies coming out, Demon Slayer, The All-Out War, Infinity Castle. I hope I said that right. But you know what? Just to be nice, I'm going to hit the like button because, hey, this is already starting off pretty good. And subscribing. All right? Because why not? Like, why not? All right? I like stuff like this. So if you guys don't like it, then leave. But if you do, hit the like button. Oh. Sorry, that was
in transparency.
cringe.
Yoriichi grew up very differently from Michikatsu, being given much poorer food and education than his brother, and confined to a small 3-tatami room away from the rest of the house. He never spoke and was thought to be deaf as a result. His mother subsequently made him Hanafudu charm earrings in the hopes that God would bless him with the ability to speak. He also
I should have freaking wore those for this video. Nah, the next Demon Slayer related kind of video, I'm wearing my Hanafuda earrings. They're at my other place, but all right, let's keep watching. This is interesting. I like this. I like this.
Side. Because of this, Michikatsu found him pitiful. Still, his brother often snuck behind their father's back to see Yoriichi, even giving him a handmade flute as a gift to comfort him. One day, when he was 7, Yoriichi smiled and spoke for the first time, declaring his intent to become a samurai, like his brother, after watching Michikatsu practice sword swings, startling him. However, Michikatsu was dismissive of this sentiment, as it was well known that Yoriichi would be sent to the temple when he turns 10. Still, one of their father's men tasked with training Michikatsu decided to humor Yoriichi, showing him a simple stance. Unexpectedly, the young boy flew into action the stance, landing 4 blows against the man and shocking his brother, who, despite his training, had never landed one.
No, wait, what? Not a single hit? But Yoriichi, first time picking a blade, 4 direct hits. Nah, did y'all hear that? That's crazy, bro.
Unexpectedly, the young boy flew into action after assuming the stance, landing 4 blows against the man and shocking his brother, who, despite his training, had never landed one. However, Yoriichi couldn't.
Isn't it absolutely bonkers that you can walk into a store, hand someone a piece of plastic, and they will willingly hand over Reese's cups? Forget flying cars. This is it. We're at the pinnacle. And meet Reese's distant but delicious cousins.
I hate ads, bro. I freaking hate ads, bro. Like, what's the point, bro? Like, what's the point? You know what? That actually got me thinking, guys. So, on my last reactions, I was in the middle editing, whatever. There's a certain part where an ad plays. I'm not even kidding. Like, this really sucked. But there's like this weird flashing thing that goes on in my videos every single time I edit. And I don't know why it does that. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't fix that. It's unfixable. It usually happens whenever I edit, and I don't know why it does that. So hope y'all just... I had to mention that because it's just something that I cannot fix. But besides that, bro, Yoriichi at 7 years old, this goated already is actually insane,
never
bro.
landed one. However, Yoriichi couldn't stand the feeling of hitting someone and renounced his goal to become a samurai. Michikatsu often asked him about how he managed to hit the man, and he described what was likely an...
Okay, alright, so this is how Yoriichi defeated the man. This is what he says. Your opponent's lungs expand before they strike, so just watch their bone movement, muscle, contraction, and blood flow closely. Yo, bro, for a 7-year-old kid to be saying this is actually crazy. Oh my gosh.
Early form of a breathing style. Rather than talk about the sword and training, he happily told Michikatsu he would rather fly kites with him instead. When their mother passed away from her illness, Yoriichi went to Michikatsu's room at night to tell his brother the news and bid him farewell.
I'm very sorry. Excuse me. I'm very sorry. Please ask our retainer, Ito, about what exactly happened. I'm departing for the temple right now.
Planning to leave for the temple that night, he expressed gratitude towards...
Sorry, guys. I like to read this stuff, okay? I think about this flute you gave me as if it were you, brother. No matter how far apart we are, I will never lose heart, and I will work diligently, every day.
His brother, stating that he would always keep him in mind, and fondly tucked away the flute.
Yoriichi had a flute that could only make off-tuned sounds in his bag, and he kept it next to him like it was his treasure. Aww, Yoriichi!
It was later revealed to Michikatsu
according to our mother's diary,
that Yoriichi...
It seems that Yoriichi knew about our mother's disease and her final days. She had been suffering from discomfort on her left side for several years already. What? Well, I get it because Yoriichi can see the transparent world, but wow, he knew about her death. I mean, he couldn't really do anything, so like, I don't see why people would get mad at him.
She had known everything about their mother's illness, how it weakened her left side, and Yoriichi's frequent attempts to support her and help her move around. It was also revealed that Yoriichi knew his father would make him his heir and send Michikatsu to the temple due to his newfound sword skills. Because of this, Yoriichi ran away from the house before this could happen. Despite this kind act, Michikatsu developed an intense hatred and envy of Yoriichi for continuing to surpass him in everything and continually showing gratitude to gain seemingly nothing. After running straight for one day and one night without any sign of exhaustion into the mountains, Yoriichi met a girl around the same age.
Whoa. Pause! This is a 7-year-old kid. Run that back. Run that back.
Continually showing gratitude to gain seemingly nothing. After running straight for one day and one night without any sign of exhaustion.
A day and night?
Yoriichi met a girl around the same age named Uta, whose entire family had died. Yoriichi chose to live with her, and after 10 years, Uta and Yoriichi had married, the former becoming pregnant later. Just before the expected arrival, Yoriichi left home to summon a midwife, promising his wife to be back before the sunset. On his way, Yoriichi had helped an old man and lost so much time that he decided to return home and summon a midwife the next day. By then, the sun had already set. When he finally arrived home, he found that...
Oh, dude. We're possibly gonna see this in the all-out war. Oh, we're not gonna get the backstory of Yoriichi, but this is like the manga version, but... Yuta had been killed along with the child in the belly. That was gonna be Yoriichi's heir. His kid. Bro, this is so messed up on so many levels, bro.
And the unborn child were killed by a demon. The tragedy shocked Yoriichi so much that he held her corpse in his arms for 10 days straight and only buried them after a pursuing demon slayer encouraged him to do so. This led Yoriichi to pick up his blade again and train as a demon slayer. Aided by his demon slayer mark and innate talent for swordsmanship, Yoriichi proved to be an incredibly powerful demon slayer. He reunites with Michikatsu after the latter's samurai encampment was slaughtered by a demon, and he was left the sole survivor. Yoriichi killed the creature effortlessly and apologized for the deaths of his brother.
Hold up. Forgive me, brother. What the fuck was that laugh? I gotta bleep that out. So sorry, guys.
There's
My
comrades.
bad.
Aided by his breathing technique, later named sun breathing, and wanting to help others,
Sun
Yoriichi tried to teach
breathing.
it to the other demon slayers. However, no one could match his form exactly. Undaunted, he modified the breathing techniques to suit their strengths, allowing them to gain a similar increase in
Flame,
power and abilities
sound,
to help them hunt
water.
demons. The variations he created formed the
Okay, wait. I might know these. All right, hang on. I'm gonna point these out. Flame breathing, water breathing, wind breathing, stone breathing, and thunder breathing. And this has to be love breathing. It branches off of flame breathing. And one of these has to be serpent breathing or flower breathing. I think this is flower breathing. And this is insect breathing. And then mist breathing branches off of wind breathing. And sound breathing branches off of thunder breathing. But I also could have sworn that Inosuke, his breathing style, beast breathing, it branches off of wind breathing. Which I don't know that entirely. Sorry, I didn't really look into the details, but oh well. Let's get back into it.
First water, wind, flame, stone, and thunder breathing
What did I say?
techniques, and the
What did I
best of
say?
these demon slayers became known
Hashira.
as the Shira. Michikatsu himself tried and failed to learn sun breathing, instead creating his own style he named moon breathing. Soon, Yoriichi encounters MUZAN Kibutsuji, the progenitor demon and mortal enemy of the
here we
demon
go.
slayers, accompanied by
Kibutsuji
Tamayo.
MUZAN.
Upon meeting him, Yoriichi felt his rampant malicious intent, liking it to boiling magma from a volcano ready to consume everything. It was then he reasoned he was born with the skills and talent to defeat MUZAN once and for all.
Facts.
MUZAN stated that he had lost interest in swordsmen who employ breathing techniques and performed long sweeps of his arms to outright kill Yoriichi. He dodged them, but instantly realized any of those attacks would be...
Yep, I felt like I would be close to dying if I got the slightest scrape. For the first time in my life, chills ran down my spine. Ooh, if Yoriichi feels chills in his spine, you know dang well there's some trouble up ahead. You know what I'm saying, bruh?
Fear for the first time.
Yoriichi's the
Seeing
GOAT,
into the
bro.
transparent
Oh,
world.
transparent
Yoriichi
world.
discerned
Yep,
MUZAN
right there.
had 7 hearts and 5 brains that changed position within his body. Seeing his chance,
Hold
he
up.
combined
I hate to pause a bunch, but it's my channel. I get to do what I want. But did he just say 7 hearts and 5 brains?
hearts and 5 brains that changed
7
position
hearts and 5
within
brains.
his body.
Wow.
Seeing his chance, he combined all his forms into a single attack, cutting through them all and overpowering MUZAN completely. MUZAN was left in disbelief at his inability to regenerate, while struggling to keep his head attached. Yoriichi asked him what he felt was the value of life, but didn't receive an answer. Instead, he turned to Tamayo, but was surprised to see her looking at her master's dismembered body with a hopeful gleam in her eyes. Moving to kill him once and for all, Yoriichi instead heard the sound of teeth cracking as MUZAN's body burst into hundreds of small pieces. Caught off guard,
escaping.
he was only able to destroy 1,500 of the 1,800 pieces,
Oh,
leaving the rest to escape from MUZAN to regenerate.
and that's why
again.
MUZAN
In
survived
spite
later
of
on.
Yoriichi's failure to kill him, MUZAN never forgot the encounter and remained fearful of Yoriichi for the rest of his life. Tamayo was on the verge of tears as she realized MUZAN learned how to avoid death by decapitation, cursing the survival of the man that ruined her life. Upon realizing the Kibutsuji curse failed due to MUZAN being weakened so much, Tamayo was surprised. Yoriichi approaches her and she told him everything he
Dang,
needed
so
to
this is what Tamayo looked like. Hey! Can you stop? I'm recording. Freaking dogs, but Tamayo, bruh. This is what she looks, bro. She looks like a mid-20s, like, gosh, she still got them beautiful eyes, bruh.
know about
No,
MUZAN,
Yuri-
and it was unlikely
Yushiro,
he would ever
relax,
meet him
relax.
again. As thanks for her aid, he let her go free. Soon after this, several demon slayers came to report to Yoriichi that his brother had betrayed the organization
Oh my
and become a demon.
Oh, no. We're gonna go back to
Came
that.
to report to Yoriichi that his brother
Yes,
had
sir.
betrayed the organization and become
Oh my gosh, that's him right there, ladies and gentlemen. If we're not counting MUZAN, if we're not counting the Demon King, that right there is the strongest demon in the world. Kokushibo. Upper rank 1, sorry. I can't wait for these fights, guys. Let me know in the comments, what fight are you hyped for? Are you hyped for Zenitsu versus Kaigaku? Kano and Shinobu versus Doma and Inosuke, Tanjiro and Giyu versus Akaza, and the other fights. I don't want to spoil too much. I really just spoiled a lot right there, but if you guys should know, I'm a huge Demon Slayer fan, so I might not say spoiler alert. I might just go ahead and blabber it all out. So I'm sorry, but I can't wait for these movies. So, you know, It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. I can just tell. I can just tell.
Yoriichi took responsibility for Michikatsu's betrayal, his inability to kill Muzan, and letting Tamayo escape. The other demon slayers demanded he kill himself as penance, but the newly appointed Oyakata prevented him from doing so, allowing him to leave in banishment. After his banishment, Yoriichi decided he had much on his mind and wanted someone to talk to. He could only picture his friends Sumiyoshi and Suyako, and decided to visit them. He meets Sumiyoshi, sat down with him, and told him his entire story.
Pause. I believe. Sorry. So this is Tanjiro's descendants, if I had to be correct. Because look, he got the green checkers Hawari. Same as me. I don't have it right now. Sorry, but I want to just let y'all know I'm rocking that Maui fish hook drip, you know what I'm saying? I hope that's in the camera, because I am not doing that again. Alright, let's get back into it. I believe.
Story, from the beginning to his banishment from the Demon Slayers. Reminded of his tragedies and speaking of his regret at letting Muzan live and the countless deaths that would follow, Yoriichi grew despondent. Sumire arrives at that moment to ask for a hug. At Sumiyoshi's request, he lifts her up, making her laugh and squeal with joy, causing him to break down in tears and embrace her.
He's a
Suyako
sensitive
arrives
man.
shortly after to comfort him and treat Yoriichi to a meal and cheer him up. While with the Kamados, Yoriichi would be asked to perform the sun-breathing's forms. He kindly did so, performing all the moves with such grace, he was likened more like a spirit than a human. Sumiyoshi would watch this demonstration intently and keep them in his memories. On his last night, despite being told he was welcome at any time, Yoriichi gave Sumiyoshi his own Hanafuda earrings. Sumiyoshi and Suyako realized that this was going to be the last time he will ever see them. Overcome with emotion, Sumiyoshi called out to Yoriichi.
He looked sad, so sad, as he turned around and walked away, and the tears just kept flowing out. Oh, this is depressing, but I love it at the same time.
As he walked away, calling him to stop, he reminded that he saved them.
Yoriichi-san, I will preserve them for the future. We are the lives you protected. Facts.
And he voiced his promise to preserve the sun-breathing's forms through his descendants. Hearing this, Yoriichi turns and smiles brightly, thanking the Kamados and waving them farewell. Despite the apparently limited life...
There's no need to worry. We should just reach the end of our lives feeling nothing but ease. Aw, Yoriichi! I cannot wait to see his backstory. It's gonna be like wholesome, sad, funny. I can just tell, bruh. Oh my gosh. I love Demon Slayer so much. I don't care what anyone says. I love other anime. Naruto was one of the first anime that got me into liking anime, and then One Piece, and then a bunch of other stuff. But Demon Slayer, my favorite. Why do you think I named this channel Fuego Kamado? We're not gonna forget Goldie Fuego. Come on, that retard. He plays the video games, but you can't forget about,
span of 25 years suffered by those who bore the Demon Slayer mark. Yoriichi lived till his 80s, but eventually went blind as he continued slaying demons. On the last day of his life, he would
Alright, I'm reading this. My younger brother, now looking decrepit and old, was right there.
Personally confront Michikatsu, now known as Kokushibo, and Muzan's strongest lieutenant as upper rank 1 of 12 Kizuki, devastated at what...
This is heart-wrenching. Brother.
His brother had become. He cried, and Kokushibo could only show disgust that his younger brother was old, but still alive despite having the mark, in spite of his love.
I had to kill the remnant of flesh from my human days. That physically brittle old man who was past his prime.
For him, Yoriichi knew he had to kill him and prepared to strike. Kokushibo's disgust turned to fear upon seeing that Yoriichi still was the same capable and powerful warrior from before. He told his brother when he was to attack and soon struck, slicing through his neck without Kokushibo able to even draw his blade. Angered at being surpassed again, Kokushibo waited for the next attack. Unfortunately, it never came. Yoriichi...
The next attack never came. Wait. Did he die standing?
Again, Kokushibo waited for the next attack. Unfortunately, it never came. Yoriichi passes from old age untouched, angered that his one chance at a...
If Yoriichi had lived for a single breath longer, I would have lost. I became a demon so I could live longer, and yet I continued to taste that bitterness for hundreds of years. Oh my gosh.
Their battle is
wow.
gone, and the man who nearly killed Muzan and him is now dead and undefeated
Or
forever.
should I have been at least?
Kokushibo would strike at his brother's corpse in scorn, only to realize Yoriichi carried the flute he gifted to him when they were both still children. Unable to sever his connection with Yoriichi, Kokushibo took the split flute and carried it with him. Click on this video where we explained every breathing style in Demon Slayer. Come on, click it.
Oh wait, no. That was actually good. Hold up. You know what? I might react to that. I don't know. I do want to react to the Tanjiro and Daki fight. So, but I'll think about it. All right, I'll think about it. Nah, that was really good. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. This is gonna be the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this, this little this short video of just the story of Yoriichi, the man who defeated Muzan. He may not have directly killed Muzan, but the people in the future who possessed his breathing styles, branched off from sun breathing, branched off from flame, water, wind, thunder, and stone, like, what can I say, bruh? Yoriichi basically killed Muzan. He started all of it, and the Demon Slayers in this generation, or if we're going realistic, 100 years ago, finished him off. But, alright, besides the point. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you would be so kind to hit the like button and subscribe, because we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help. So please, go ahead and do that. That would help a lot. It would be highly appreciated. And, yep, this is the end of the video. Take care, and peace.